Hello, this is not an advertisement, I want to first off say, but I just wanted to make this video because every now and again I click on over to Humble Bundle and see if they've got any comics bundles, because they're a pretty good way of collecting a bunch of comics from non-Marvel and DC publishers if you want to collect them digitally, which I don't mind doing. When it comes to prices like this. So there's this Doctor Who bundle, which has just gone live, or I guess a couple days ago maybe. Probably due to the 62nd anniversary, and it is pretty complete, and I'm very excited because I've picked up this bundle and it supports Children in Need. Because it supports BBC Children in Need, I think that maybe perhaps it's a UK only bundle, so I'll just throw that warning out there. But yeah, for anyone who knows me or has been following this channel, you'll know that I have an interest in Doctor Who comics. I have an interest in Doctor Who extended media in general, and to give you a quick little overview of just how little I've dipped my toe in so far. I own this in trade paperback and I've read through it, and I didn't actually like it that much, but that was a long time ago now, so I'm happy to do that again. And then very recently I picked up this in, I guess, hardback, because it was like £3 on the Forbidden Planet site on clearance. I think it still is if anyone's interested. So I got that and I read through that, and I didn't do a video for it. I did consider doing one, but this is really good. This is like a really strong, just like Doctor Who 12th Doctor story, or I guess it's more like 2 stories back to back across a like 5 or 6 issue span. And I would highly recommend that to anyone. And I remember saying, I must have talked about this on a video somewhere, because I remember saying, I do kind of wish now that I'd bought like the year 1 thing so I could read the entire storyline, right? Well, now I can, because I've got it digitally. And the other thing I was going to mention, I did start reading this when I dabbled with Kindle Unlimited not too long ago. If anyone's curious, I think Kindle Unlimited has some, but definitely not all Doctor Who comics. And also, unfortunately, you're giving Amazon money that way, and they're kind of a scummy company. But there's that. That's the main reason I didn't continue Kindle Unlimited. And there was something else as well. I've just acquired this again for like £3 clearance sale from Forbidden Planet, so I'm going to read this physically. But I remember being like, they have this one for like £2, but they don't have the one in the middle. And I checked like a preview of like the opening pages to volume 3, and it was definitely in the middle of a storyline with characters I didn't know, so I did not pick that up. But now, hey, I have all of this. So this has all of like the 9th Doctor adventures, 10th Doctor adventures, 11th, 12th Doctor adventures, the first 2 issues of the 15th Doctor adventures, because that's very new, so I'm not surprised. Also, I don't know if they continued it, maybe they didn't, but yeah, you got like the first 2 issues of these, and then you've got like some cross-comic event stuff that they did. It's not very well organized because they do it in different tiers, but yeah. Did I mention 13th Doctor Adventures? They got that as well. And then there's like a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff like Time Lord Victorious and Ghost Stories, and there's a Missy volume I'm very excited to check out, and like a volume about, I guess, the origins of the Fugitive Doctor, which we don't actually know, so I don't know how well this is going to solve that particular mystery, but I'm interested in seeing it anyway. And yeah, I'm very much the kind of person who would be super into Big Finish Doctor Who audio dramas if I could afford them more often. But comics, I can do comics now because I think this is practically every Doctor Who comic. I don't know if there's older stuff. The Archives collects the older stuff, right? But yeah, I'm very, very excited to check this out. I've imported it all into my own digital comics spreadsheet over here, so you can see, yeah, they have some classic Doctor stuff as well. And then like this is what I just called miscellaneous stuff. And yeah, you can see, yeah, I still haven't read any of the Star Trek comics I got or any of the Assassin's Creed comics I got. I know, shut up, I'll get to it. But this really has like given me a wake-up call of like, maybe I should actually start reading some of the comics I get. I might get them super cheap in Humble Bundles, but what's the point in picking them up if I'm not going to read them, you know? But yeah, this was going to be too long to be like a short, because sometimes I do like comic haul shorts, don't I? But yeah, if you're wondering, the pale green means like, yeah, I've technically read it, but it could use a reread. And then of course, I've read that. I guess I should probably make this yellow, because I think I only ever read part of this. It wasn't really doing it for me, but I'm gonna try again. I think part of it was I was just reading so much else at the same time with Kindle Unlimited, and I didn't give this like its proper due. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I don't think I've got too much else to say. I guess this can be a short video. Let me know if this is the kind of video that's interesting to see, of like, oh hey, I just acquired a bunch of comics and I'm excited to read them, and these as well. So yeah, I think what I'll do, I'm downloading this right now. I'll probably also download a Star Trek, maybe year 4 to 5, because I have watched all of the original series and I do miss it. I want to hold off on like TNG stuff and other stuff because I haven't watched all of that yet. I think I'm on season 4 of the Next Generation and I keep forgetting to keep watching it, even though I really enjoy it when I do. I actually have a video on this channel about my favourite Star Trek TNG episode so far, which was from season 4, I think. Yeah, that's a fun video if you want to go watch that one. But yeah, my only issue with like collecting digital comics in this way is it's great that Humble Bundle provide you the download, and it's like a DRM free download, I believe, so it is yours, you do own it, you own the file. But the paranoid part of my brain goes, ah man, what if Humble Bundle goes away and then like the service to download the comics you own go away and like all the account stuff goes away? I need to download these and put them somewhere before that happens. You know, I don't think it's in any danger anytime soon, but who knows, right? And, you know, it's a lot of file size because it's graphic novel files, you know. Like, just downloading this is like a gigabyte, I think, so, like, extrapolate that across all of that. I don't have that much cloud storage or that much physical storage to just put aside. Actually, maybe I do. Maybe I should work on that. Anyway, I might read some Doctor Who comics and make videos about them, I guess was the main point of this video, but I should probably say. So yeah, I didn't make a review for this one, but who knows, maybe by the time I get to reading 12th Doctor comics, I'll be like, you know, in a mood to reread this and refresh my memory. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.